So how do we get to know Adam? Just like you just regulated to engage. Converting the weapon was a great start, but it's not enough. What else does he need to calm down? You know, the opposite of anxiety.
Hi YouTube, how you doing?
But there's no trust because we're not speaking to them.
Hi Facebook, how you doing? Say hi if you come on, say hi. Comment hashtag replay if you're watching the replay so I can see how many people watch it after I post it. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to have bang bang chicken fried rice. Bang bang chicken fried rice. Now we're going to do this. The rice is cooking right here. Okay? Yes, I did forget to cook the rice last night. I forgot that it needs to be day-old rice. Or I should have cooked it sometime yesterday. I always forget that with fried rice, every time. Okay, so I read about what we can do. You can put it in an oven on low for 10 to 15 minutes, like 300 or 350. 10 to 15 minutes and let it dry out. Or you could spread it real thin on a cookie sheet and just let it dry out by air. Or you could take a fan and let it dry out. So, I'm going to take a fan and let it dry out. See if we can work with that. Okay? Because you don't want it too moist. Okay? Or you can put it in the refrigerator. But for at least an hour. Okay, guys? Hold on 1 second, okay? My son is calling.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Right now, so I figured I'd just give you a call.
Did you call me before?
Yeah, that was an accident, but it kind of died down, so I might have to let you know right now, though. Somebody was pulled up, and it's going to be me and Malik Steve.
Okay.
I'll just see what you was up to. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm about to do my live for cooking.
Oh, okay, then, yeah, I think about that. Somebody pulled up. I'll give you a call later.
All right. Love you. Bye.
When can we talk to her? I assume you're asking to start doing sedation as soon as we can?
Of course, but as you know, she was
Okay.
She might not remember what happened.
Sorry, speaking of talking,
So,
if you are...
it's called Bang Bang Chicken Fried Rice. Now, we're going to do something a little different.
If you want to talk about it sometime, you can also have a...
We need Bang Bang sauce for the chicken. That's why it's called Bang Bang. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Bang Bang sauce. I never have. You figured it'd be in the section where the Chinese food is, you know, the Korean stuff and stuff. Same aisle as the Spanish stuff, because all the that kind of stuff is in one aisle. But I forgot to look when I was in the store one time. So I was ordering some food online, and I looked, and you know, like when you type in what you're looking for in the search bar, it usually brings up the items that are close to what you typed in. But it said nothing could be found. So I was like, okay. So what I did was I looked up Bang Bang sauce, how to make it, and buy the ingredients instead. I was hoping it wasn't a lot of ingredients. Now, the first thing it is mayonnaise. I have Miracle Whip. I hope it'll work because, yeah. So, got mayonnaise. Then we're going to have Sriracha hot chili sauce. I hope it's not that hot. Okay. Then we have sweet chili sauce. I got some by Kendi. Sweet chili sauce. Okay. And then we need rice vinegar. Now, as you see, it's already been used. I had rice vinegar. It's a sweet and tangy flavor. I'm not sure what I forgot, but I've used it several times for recipe or more. Okay, we got 4 minutes left on the rice. And then once I confirm it's done, I'm going to get 2 cookie sheets because it might take 2. And I'm going to spread the rice out on there thin. And I'm going to get a fan I have. I'm going to put the rice on the table. And I'm going to plug the fan in and I'm going to blow it towards the rice. Okay? But anyways. So. No, I forgot. See, I lose track. I still got to cut the chicken. I'm sorry. Behind. Okay, so this is a method for... So let's go back. Okay. I got to click on the video, then click on the comments. First comment has the link. Then you click on jump to recipe and it goes. All right, so let's read the ingredients. We'll start out with that. Okay, so this is for the seasoned chicken. Hold on, it's a video that pops up all right. For the seasoned chicken, we need 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast cut into 1-inch cubes. Now, I have like 3 chicken breasts. They're not real big, so let's hope that's good. 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 cup of bang bang sauce divided, half and half, okay? All right, now, the paprika, garlic salt, kosher salt, black pepper, I am probably not going to measure, I'm just going to pour, because it's going to go on the chicken. Okay? Now, I always said garlic powder. When I use garlic powder, I like to use onion powder. So, I'm pulling out the onion powder as well. Okay? All right. Now, for the flavorful fried rice, it says. Come on. I'm trying to bring this thing. There we go. Okay. So, for the fried rice, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Sesame oil. Okay, it's nutty. Some say assertive, but call it bold. Okay, this is probably a little more than less than half empty because I use sesame oil at times. Enough times that it's getting there. Okay, 4 large eggs. I put 6, but I may do 5 because I want a little extra eggs in my fried rice. Okay, kosher salt, half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Where are we at? I almost lost it. Kosher salt by Morton's. Yeah, I keep this because I use it usually when it's been used pretty good, but I use it mostly when a recipe calls for it. 2 large carrots diced. 2 large carrots diced. Now, I didn't want to dice large carrots, so I've got peas and carrots frozen because it's going to ask for frozen peas anyways. So I just did. Okay. 1 large onion diced. You can do yellow or white. I think white is better with this, but you can do yellow or onion. Yellow or white. I'm going to use this again because I don't have onion. Okay. 1/4 cup of green onions diced plus extra for garnish. So a little more than 1/4. I'm not doing that because I don't like green onions. So 1 teaspoon of garlic minced. Okay, we got our garlic. Oh, and this is YouTube. This is the onion. Okay. It says 4 cups of long grain white rice cooked and cooled, preferably day old. Now, it says 4 cups long grain white rice cooked. Now, I don't know. That's the part I don't know if they meant 4 cups. Cook 4 cups, or the total is 4 cups after you cook it. Because if they want 4 cups that are cooked, then it's less than 4 cups when you put it in there because it doubles. So it might be 2 or 3 cups, and then, So I did 3.5 cups of rice. I didn't do all 4. Okay? 1/4 cup of unsalted butter. Okay? I've got a store brand. I bought some butter sticks so it'll be easier. It's right here. I already cut it. It's half a stick. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tablespoons of butter, if you'd like to know. 4 tablespoons if you're not using a stick. Okay? So you can do 4 tablespoons if you don't want to use a measuring cup. 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. I went ahead and bought some fresh lemon. I did not. It says refrigerate after opening. Oh, really? Uh-oh. I hope it didn't say that with lime juice because I've used the lime juice. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I've got less sodium soy sauce. Okay? And 1/3 cup of frozen peas. And the carrots, says 1/3, but got this 16-ounce bag, which 2/3 cup is a serving size. There's 5, so that would be 10/3, which would be 3 cups and 1/3, 3 and 1/3 cups. So I'm going to do the 1/3 cup of peas, and I'm going to do 1/3 cup of carrots, and see what we got left of the bag, and see what's in the mixture, and see if that's enough. Because if you want a little bit more, you can have more. It's up to you. Okay? Your seasonings, you can season to your liking. The vegetables, you can add a little more, a little less, whatever you want. Okay? All right. So let's check up on the rice. Let me bring the chicken over here. Okay, now for the chicken, it says cook it in the air fryer. I don't have a clue why it's doing air fryer, but it also said, and even if it didn't say, I would say, you can cook it with some oil in a pan. You can use some extra olive. You can use olive oil or extra olive virgin oil, avocado oil, or whatever. If you don't have any of that, you can just go ahead and use vegetable oil. But I like to use the olive oil, avocado oil, those for when I'm frying something. Okay? Now I'm almost out of olive oil, so I got 2 smaller bottles of avocado oil, because there was a coupon at my store. It said I forgot what the size was, but get 1 bottle and get 1 free. I touched the oil bottle and my fingers are all. I'll show you. I think it's the same brand as my other olive. It's avocado oil. I wanted avocado oil, and they had a coupon: buy 1, get 1 free. It's 8.5 ounces. I usually buy a taller one. These oils cost a little more, so they probably about $10, but those were a little cheaper because they were smaller. Okay, so let's do this. Let's check up on this rice. All right, it's starting to stick. Let's get it off. Okay, everything's turned off. We are going to do. Oh, my phone turns green sometimes. Okay, now let's do this. Okay. I am going to, I guess I'll bring it over here. It's hard to see me. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. If we back it up, will that help a little bit? You still see the pan, maybe? Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the foil. Maybe I should, no, because it might not. It might block it from. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it on the pan. I'll wash it. Okay? I am going to, it's very hot, so I want to be careful. The pan is hot. Okay, guys. So, as you see. Now, I really never read up on it, but I figured I should, because I have made fried rice with freshly cooked rice. Or rice that I made a few hours earlier, but it needs to have it. Cook it, let it cool down a little bit, and then stick it in the refrigerator. Okay, you can stick it in a container. You can stick it in just the pan, put the lid on it, stick it in there. Okay, a day old. Even if you only did it the night before, it's okay. If you want to do day old, like 24 hours, I would have had to cook it around this time. Okay, so there we go. That's one. Oh, the bottom of the sheet pan is hot. So we're going to do the second one. I'm going to take it out to the living room and put it on my table. And I'm going to put the fan. The fan is it's not It's not a little fan. It's a stand-up fan, but it's short. So I'll put it on the chair so it can reach the table. Because I don't want to put the pans on the floor. Okay. Hopefully the cord is long enough. Now see, I got a whole bunch on them. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I'm done doing this, I am going to turn on the hot water and get it hot so I could soak that. And we are going to preheat the air fryer for 5 minutes to get it warmed up. Yes, it does say cook the chicken in the air fryer, just so you know. So once you cut the chicken up, put your chicken in a bowl, and you're going to pour some oil. I'll let you know more about it's going to be oil and seasonings and stuff. So, wait, I'm just going to take a little bit off of here not because there wasn't enough here, it doesn't matter, because I think that could use a little less. Let's see. Yes, because it says spread it out thin as you can. Okay, now if you have only one sheet pan, it might be harder if you have a lot of rice, but it's okay. Okay, so okay, so it's hot, so I have to hold it by the handle. The bottom is hot. What do you call that word when you have to do what you can? Guys, what's that word called when you say, when you're, shoot, I can't think of the word. Okay, I've got to refresh my, comments because I do not see the star comment pinned. I do see the star comment. It's in the comments. It just popped up because I refreshed it, but it's not pinned. So that means my comments are going to act weird today. All right, let me put in them. Hold on, guys. Okay, YouTube. There goes the Cash App. Okay, guys. Let me just do this real quick. Okay. Okay, so there is the Cash App. And here is the Amazon wish list. Now I'm going to take the Cash App. I'm going to pin it. I won't see it pinned because when I don't see the star comment pinned, I won't see the Cash App pinned. But you guys will because I've already tested that before. My husband said, yes, he did see it, but I don't see it. So just if you come on here and you see me doing something, just give me a moment to look at the comments, and then I got to refresh them because that's the only way. Okay. So now, okay, hold on. I'm just going to turn my water on so it can get hot so I can soak the rice pan. Then I'm going to take this out there. I'm going to put the fan on it real quick. I'll be right back. Improvise, guys. Improvise. That was the word I was thinking of. I got to improvise. So let's see how this will work. Oops, I got to turn it around right backwards. guys, I'm coming. Make sure the fan is getting on both of these. And I'm gonna let it stay here until I need it. Okay. I know it looks silly. Very silly. Okay. So we're going to use this spoon. Sorry, let me get that. Okay. I want to show y'all something. Oh, sorry. I always put my finger. There is the rice and here's the fan right there blowing on it. Okay. I know. It was kind of funny. All right. Yes. You want to see YouTube? It's over there. There's the rice and there's the fan on the chair. Okay? Okay. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to put it on. Remove this. This on the back burner. Just let it soak until later, and then when I wash. Because by the time I'm done this, I'll probably be taking the dogs out, and then we'll come back and eat, and then I'll wash some dishes. So that'll probably be another 2 hours, 3 hours before I actually get dishes washed. I'm just getting a soda. I'm thirsty. Okay? So that can soak. I'm hoping that sriracha sauce is not too. Now let's look on the phone. Probably going to have to bring it back up. I knew it. Comments. Okay, let's see. Now I read all the ingredients. Oh my gosh. I was trying to close out an advertisement. All right. Now, step 1 is to toss your cubed chicken with oil. So that'll be this oil. I probably won't measure it. I think it's 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon, but I don't. Paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder because I want to add the onion powder. Salt and pepper until every piece is beautifully coated. Okay? And then we're going to preheat the air fryer to 400 and cook the chicken in the single layer for 11 to 12 minutes, flipping halfway through until it's golden brown and reaches 165 Fahrenheit internally. You know, chicken has to be 165. Set aside in a bowl and cover with foil to keep warm. Okay, so I'm going to use a bowl. Let me get the bowl out. Okay, I got a bowl. When I'm done and I do all what I do, I'm going to wash that bowl and use it to put the chicken in and cover it with foil. Why? Because I'd rather not wash 2 bowls. Okay? So, I'm going to put it right here. Okay, let's move that over. Okay. I'm trying to get some of these bottles out of my way, but some of the stuff I'm putting on the sides of my cutting board because my cutting board still, because I think I was doing this last time I cooked with y'all. I needed to flatten it, and it's still not real flat. So now it's still a little frozen, which is okay because it might take a little longer, but But still, it's easier to cut when it's a little frozen. Okay? So let's see. I will wash my hands when I'm done here. And then when I go to put the seasonings and everything in, I will put on some gloves so when I mix up so I can touch the seasoning bottles and I can mix it up with my hands, but it'll have gloves on, okay? Now, I think this chicken I did. Last night when I wrapped up some chicken that I had just bought, I just wrapped it, but I didn't even think about cutting off any fat or anything. I said, I'll do that another time. But this one I think I did. Because I put the date that I bought the chicken. Then I put how many pieces of chicken in there. Medium-sized breasts, or they big breasts. And then I freeze it. And then I put it underneath any chicken I have that's dated before that, earlier, so I can use that first. So, and it's so much easier to cut this when it's partially frozen. I swear it is. Though the seasoning doesn't stick too well when it's partially frozen, that I know. So, okay. I wanted to have this cut up before you guys came on, but I was behind again. I was laying on the bed on my phone, and the next thing I know, I look at the time and it's 2:40 something. I'm like, oh shoot. You know, usually I try to start things 30 minutes ahead. Like if I have to cut something, or so I can take out the ingredients and have them all ready. Except for the refrigerated items, I take them out last minute. But like covered items, seasonings and canned stuff, and you know. Well, one dog. Okay, so as I finish one chicken, I will put it in a bowl. All right, next chicken. Okay, so if you come on here, if you're on here, please, can you just wait 1 second? Please don't go away if I don't respond. Let me cut this chicken, wash my hands, and then I'll refresh the comments so I can talk to you guys and see if anybody's come on, okay? So I'm asking you, please, can you give me a second? But if you have to go, you just want to come on for a quick hello, say what you want to say. And if you're not on, just let me know you had to go. And if you're not on, I'll actually write a comment so you can see it. Okay? Okay. Because sometimes you come on just to say, oh, I just want to see how you're doing and say hi. But I have to go because I'm at work, or I've got to go do this or that, or you know. I just got to go. Okay? And I'd like you to say that even if I am responding, just so you let me know why you left so quick. Okay? And if you don't want to, if you want to watch but you don't want to chat, just say hi so I can say hi back. And then just let me know. Just say, I prefer just to watch. That's fine. I don't mind. I just like a hi so I can see who came on and just so I can say hi back to you. Okay? Alrighty. Alrighty. We're almost done here. And while the chicken's cooking, I will get started on the fried rice. I mean, the rice doesn't go in yet, but because it's going to start out with, I think, the eggs. And then, because sometimes it tells you to move stuff over. move the rice and all that stuff over and then fry your eggs. I don't really. I'd rather do it in a separate pan. But this one is telling me to do the fried eggs, scrambled eggs, and then put it in a bowl and we'll add them back later, one at a time. So that'll work for me. Okay? It says 4 large eggs. And if you're an egg person or you think you want more than that, that's fine. I got out 6 eggs. I'm going to do either 5 or 6 because I feel like it. And that's my business. Like, what's her name? The black lady on Instagram. Well, she's on others too, but, what's her name? I forgot her name. She calls her hair Donna. And she's got like Donna's hair recipe sold in stores. All right. So, there we go. A small piece. Get out of here. All right, one more and then that's it. You know, sometimes I'm confused. It says you can give dogs raw chicken, and sometimes it says you can't. Then it says you can. I don't know. Alrighty. Let me turn the hot water on. I don't want my computer's like right here on the corner by the sink. That's the best place for me to put it. I don't put it up. I used to put it up here. You see where these bottles are? But I don't anymore. I just put it on the edge of the sink in my counter. Okay. That out the way. All right. So now, let me wash my hands. Oh, whew. My hands are disinfected just alone, probably without even the soap. I still put the soap on, but I'm just saying, my hot water, I will tell you guys. Let me put the eggs in this measuring cup. I just use this measuring cup to measure the water for the rice. That water is so hot that you can burn your hand. You barely keep your hands in it. Sometimes I have to turn on a tad bit of cold water just to my hands to handle it. That's my oldest dog, Brownie. She's barking out the window, kitchen window, because I think she sees either people walking by or a cat. All right, so I'm going to refresh. Come back. Let's see. All right, I refreshed. Nobody's been on here. Are you using your phone? Well, I was just gonna look at the comments, but I don't know. Once again, I can tell when I won't be able to see the comments. All right. All right, let's see. I did it again. Okay. So let's see. We're going to season the chicken up. All this stuff keeps coming up in my way. Okay. It says jump to recipe. All right, here we are. Now, so that was step 1, to toss your cubed chicken with oil, paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper until every piece is beautifully coated. Then we're going to put it in a preheat your air fryer to 400 and cook the chicken in a single layer for 11 to 12 minutes, flipping halfway through until it's golden brown and reaches 165 internally. Set aside in a bowl covered with foil to keep warm. All right, so we are going to preheat this. Let's put it on 400. We're going to put it on air fry. I got to take off my stuff out the air fryer basket. I had this in there and I had some stuff in there on top of my toaster oven. So, take everything out. And I've got this. Make sure if it's in an air fryer, if it's in a toaster oven, make sure you put it on top of this. So when crumbs or anything goes through here, it lands on here. Now this has some crumbs on it. If it's not ripped and stained and crazy, we use it again. Okay. So we're going to put there. Okay. So. All right. So oil. That's probably the vegetable oil. It says 1 tablespoon. I'm just going to pour some. 1 tablespoon of oil. Careful, you don't want to. Whoops, I think I over poured things. Be very careful. Okay. Paprika. Oh, I like to start out with salt and pepper. I don't know why salt and pepper is always the first thing, right? It says salt and pepper, right? Yep. So let's do this. I'll read again each one as I'm using it. 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon of paprika. I'm using the salt first. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Okay, if you don't have kosher salt, or you don't feel like buying it just for this recipe, go ahead and use regular salt or use sea salt. This is sea salt. Okay? Now, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Just sprinkle what you want. Okay? There we go. I can put this back on. Alrighty. Now, garlic powder is 1 teaspoon. What did I do with it? Now, I like to put onion powder and garlic powder together. So if they call for one or the other, I always put the other. So if it's 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, it'd probably be 1 teaspoon of onion powder, but I'm not measuring. All right, that's my 1 teaspoon. LOL. Okay? Be careful because there's a lot of holes in this onion powder. Next time, because I got to buy some more garlic powder on my next shopping trip, I might buy like a big one like this since I use it a lot. Okay? Now, and then 1 teaspoon of paprika. Now, like I say in most of my videos that require seasonings, you can add your own, add something else if you'd like. Okay? All right. So now, I got that all mixed in. So I'm going to put some gloves on because I washed my hands because I didn't want to get all the chicken stuff on the bottles of the seasonings and stuff. So, and if I get it on the side, once I'm done, if I touch this, it's okay. I'm going to wash the bowl so I can put the chicken in when it's done. Okay? So I got everything on here. Oh, I forgot to preheat it. What I'm going to do is I put it on for about 5 minutes to heat up start the heating process of the air fryer. Okay? All right. So here we go. I'm going to mix it up. I got everything in here. See, I got everything in here. Now, before I get my hands dirty, I'm going to refresh one more time. See if anybody else has come on here. Nope, nobody except for my husband. All right, so come on here while I'm mixing up my chicken. I'll refresh and check again. But my hands have chicken on them, so I won't be able to touch the screen until I get the chicken into the air fryer basket, okay? And just keep mixing it up. And if you don't have gloves or you don't want to do it with your hands, you can always use some tongs and mix it up. Okay, take some tongs and just, okay? Because it says flip it halfway. So if it's 11 to 12 minutes, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to do the 12. So I'm going to put it in for 6 minutes. And when I hear it beep, I'm going to take it out, flip the chicken with some tongs, and then put it in again for another 6 minutes, okay? All right, so it's not like dripping. So we're going to transfer it all over here. Okay? If you have a regular air fryer, just as well, or one that comes with your toaster oven, spread it out. Try to do single layer best you can. We don't want a crowd. In an air fryer, you do not want a crowd. Just like in a pan, you do not want a crowd. When you're frying chicken, whatever. Or when you put stuff in oil, you don't want a crowd. That's why you don't want to overdo. Like when you're making French fries, if you have to do more than one batch. And if you don't have an air fryer, like it said, and like I said last time, when I put the French fries in the air fryer, if you don't have an air fryer, use your oven for the French fries. But for the chicken, just put some oil in here, fry up your chicken, and then when you're done, remove it, and go ahead and start on, your eggs. Or you can scramble up your eggs first and then do the chicken, either way. Okay, just put a foil over the bowl. Oh, this one's a big one. Sorry, I'll rinse this in a minute. Sorry, that was a big piece. So I'll just rinse that knife when I wash the bowl. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. So I'm trying to grab from in here so I don't put my finger under the glove and get my finger. Then you can crunch it up in there and put your clean thumb under the other glove. Pull it off, throw it away. All right. There we go. So let's take this over here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the air fryer. It was almost done anyways. It's hot. I can feel the heat. So let's put it in. Okay. It says go past the 20 if you're doing it for less than 20 minutes. All right. So I'm going to put it in 6 minutes. That's why when it says flip it over, like if I put something in the oven, it says flip it over halfway. I like to time it for half the time. And then when I hear that beep, it helps me remember to take it out. Okay. So really quick, I'm just going to rinse this knife since I grabbed it with chicken gloves. I'm going to put a little bit of soap, but I'm going to wash this this bowl. Instead of grabbing a second bowl and making more dishes, I'm soaping this up really good. Okay? And like I told you, this water, it's almost there. It gets hot enough where you cannot keep your hands in there consistently. It's very hot. Quite, of course, not hot as boiling water, but it's hot enough that you're holding your hand under there is not working. It's super hot. If you come on here, or if you're watching the replay, comment below. Is your water that hot in your sink? And comment, what are you having for dinner? Or what did you have for dinner if you've already cooked or if you're watching the replay? What did you have for dinner here on this Friday evening or this Friday afternoon, whatever? It's almost 4 o'clock here. So what did you have for dinner? If you're watching this like on Saturday, what did you have yesterday night for dinner? Okay? Let's refresh. Okay, I refresh. There's not a lot of people that will come on because it's only almost 4 o'clock here. Whew. Sprite. And it's Twist, but our HEB brand. It is really good. It is. The Sprite, it's really good. Of course, it don't taste 100% like Sprite. Not as good, but for being $5 for a 12-pack, it's not bad. $5 or $5.50. Sometimes they have coupons at the store because we got coupons. If you go on the app, you can find coupons on the app that you can clip. If you're shopping online, doing curbside or delivery. Also, if you're going in-store, you can clip coupons in on the app, and then there's a thing to scan. They can scan, and it'll use the coupons of all the food that you have. Or in store sometimes, when you're walking around, you'll see coupons hanging by the places where the savings are. You can grab one of those yellow coupons. But if you get something with the coupon and you're getting more than one of them, like let's say it says $1 off a certain item. If you're getting 2 of them, you need 2 coupons. But I think if you clip them, it'll just take it off for both of them. Okay, let me see something. Somebody commented. I might have to look at it later. Somebody commented on a comment I made. But I gotta look for it later. But okay, I gotta go back to the. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now. All right. Every time I come, there's some kind of video I got. Okay. So we did that. All right. Now step 2. Heat. Now I'm doing this while the chicken's cooking. Heat tablespoon of sesame oil in a large skillet over high heat. We're going to pour in those beaten eggs, sprinkle with salt, and gently scramble until they form soft, fluffy curds. We don't want to overcook them, okay? Just soft, fluffy curds. Now, if you like them a lot more cooked, they will continue cooking later so you don't want to. We transfer to a plate and set aside. Okay, so, yeah. So let's get a bowl. Okay, got my whisk. I'm going to get this over here. I'm going to scramble them up, and before I put them in the pan, I'm going to go check. Oops. I don't believe I just did that, guys. You will not believe what I was doing. I brought the trash can closer so I could just Don't have to reach and go way over there every time I want to throw away it. I actually cracked the egg on the counter and went over the trash can and almost started to drop it into the trash can. Yes, I went like this and the yolk was hanging, but it didn't fall out, so I quickly brought it back over here. I can't believe I did that. Oh well. All right, I'm going to do all 6 eggs. Okay. I know, because my dogs are going to want to taste a few eggs. They love scrambled eggs, and eggs are good for dogs. Oh, I could have took the eggshells and I could have crumbled it up, squashed it up in my hand and mixed it in with their food, but they don't have any food right now. Plus, my puppy's the only one that likes it because they say they can eat eggshells, which I'm going to definitely look that up to make sure that's correct. But, okay, it says put it in the pan and then put salt in it, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this salt right here. Okay. Alrighty, let's take the lid off. I'm going to put it, well, I don't know. I'll stick it right on top. Okay, so I'm going to move this. Now, I don't have a lot of room. I have more room than I did at that hotel I was at, but not still. Okay. Oh. It got on my computer. I hope it doesn't affect it. Babe. Now. So, yeah. I don't know why it's dripping. Maybe I tilted it because it's on the foil. Get some paper towels. Hopefully it won't affect my, So, I'm going to say this now. If this video goes out on YouTube, I apologize. Okay, now let me check the chicken. Good? All right, chicken's good. Oh my God, why did I taste it? It's still got to be in there another 6 minutes. So it's only half done. I know it got under here, but I don't know. Oh, shoot. I hope I didn't ruin my computer. All right. Now, I'm going to take the little time. I tasted it like it was done. And I know it's not done but I only bit into half of it before I bit into the whole thing. And it looked cooked, but. And if this works, I mean, I know it's going to work because they said to do it this way. But if I like it this way, then when I have to do chicken, because I do a lot of recipes where I have to cut up chicken. And some of the chicken may stick to the basket a little bit, not much. But if you want to, you can always spray the basket with some nonstick spray. But if you do that, do it on top of the foil thing, so the spray doesn't go through and get on your floor or on your counter. Okay? All right. So there we go. Okay? Put this back on. I wasn't expecting any oil to drip because it's on the foil. It should not. So about another 6 minutes, I flipped the chicken. Okay. Let's just double check because that was like, because I held it straight up and it should be on the foil, but it's okay, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to mess up YouTube, so maybe I should do this afterwards. Okay. All right. You just wipe the screen. Okay. All righty. So let's get how much. See, it always goes out on me. Oh, gracious sakes. Okay. Now, 2 tablespoons. Okay, 2 tablespoons. Is that right? Let me make sure I'm right. 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Okay? 2 tablespoons of the sesame oil. Okay? I'm just going to guess. You don't want too much because it's for the eggs. Okay? Now, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil so it can give it that flavor in the dish. Okay? So, once again, step 2 is heat. Oh, it says 1 tablespoon of sesame oil in the large skillet over high heat. Pour in those beaten eggs, sprinkle with salt, gently scramble until they form soft, fluffy curds. Don't overcook them. They'll continue cooking later. Transfer to a plate and set aside. I hope I didn't put 2 in here. It said 2 in the measurements, but I forgot sometimes that's for something else. My apologies. Just 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. Now, when I said earlier when I named all the ingredients, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil was correct, but it's only 1 tablespoon for the eggs. To cook the eggs, okay? Cook it in the same pan that you're going to cook the rest of the stuff. So the biggest pan like this you have. Okay? All right, let's see. Wait a minute, let me see. It says over high heat. So I put it on high. It says until they form soft, puffy curds. But I don't know why high heat. Once the oil heats up, I'm going to turn it down to 8 because I don't know about cooking my eggs on high. Okay. So you can go ahead and put your salt in the eggs when it's in the pan, or you can do it in the bowl and stir it up. It's up to you. It says just salt, but if you want to add some pepper, go ahead. I add salt and pepper when I make scrambled eggs. So I'm just going to put a little bit in the eggs too. Okay? All right, give it another minute or so. See, I don't want to stir these too much, but sometimes I see pieces of the egg that aren't like scrambled up. Okay. All right, so after we finish with the eggs and we get them out of there, then we're going to reduce the heat to medium-high, which is 8, which I'm going to reduce to medium-high anyways. I don't want burnt eggs. I don't trust. Reduce heat to medium-high. This is step 3. And add remaining sesame oil to your skillet. So the other tablespoon you add to your skillet. So I'll just add a little bit, unless it looks like there's enough in there. And add your diced carrots, onion, and green onions, cooking for about 5 minutes until the carrots are tender and everything smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and put the onion in, because I don't have the green onions. If you like green onions, go ahead. So, as far as the onions, it will be 1 large white onion, it says. White, just, for some meals, either one. For some meals, white onion just sounds better. But if you want to use a yellow onion, go right ahead. If that's what you have, who cares? If you got a bag of, oh, I do have onion. Now, we don't need to use this, and I'm not going to. Because we do have onion. Right when I was about to tell you what kind of onion you can use, fresh onion, already fresh diced onion. See, the oil's already smells like it's burning because it's on high. So I'm turning it down to medium high because I don't trust. It's already bubbling and doing all sorts. Yeah, I didn't trust high heat. So I'm going to use this spoon. Usually use a spatula, but I kind of started smelling burnt, but it wasn't burning. It was just, so make sure you have on some kind of air thing above your, or if you want to heat it on lower. Already, eggs are already almost done. All right, now, if your toaster oven, air fryer, whatever goes off, I know this about a toaster oven. It stops cooking. It's still hot for a little while, but it doesn't continue cooking so if you don't get to it right away. All right, all done. That's what high heat did. Okay? So we are going to get a bowl, put the eggs in, and continue cooking other stuff. All right, now, like I was saying, if you want to use a fresh whole onion, so be it. Okay? If you want to use already diced onion in the produce section, fresh onion that's already chopped up, so be it. If you want to use onion in a frozen bag from the freezer, it's fresh onion, it's just been frozen. Or if you want to use that onion thing in the little container I showed you, go ahead and use that. Like if you want to use this, go ahead. It's easy onion. It says now with more chopped onion. But I swear when you squeeze it out, it looks like applesauce. LOL. Okay. So, get that. I know you got pieces of egg all around. So, see? I'm just scraping what can come off of the egg around the edges. Okay? And it used up almost all the oil anyway. So, it's on medium high, like I said. It said put the rest of the oil, so about another tablespoon. Okay? Of sesame oil. Okay? So, that's step 3. So, we're going to add the remaining sesame oil to your skillet. Add the diced carrots, onion, and green onions. When I say 1 large white onion. 1 large white onion. 2 large carrots diced. I don't have that. So, the thing is, let's see. Hold on. The frozen peas and carrots go in at the end. It says after everything you're going to put in. The rice until it gets slightly crispy in spots. Add back the scrambled eggs along with the melted butter, lemon juice, soy sauce, and frozen peas. So I'm going to add the carrots. So the only thing that will really be cooking in here is the onion and the green onions if you decide to add any, and diced carrots if you decide to do dice up 2 large carrots. Dice them real small. What you could do is once you peel them, slice them in half this way, and then you can slice them in half one more time, or just leave them in that half and dice them real small. So 1 large white onion. And this is white onion, but if it wasn't, it wouldn't matter. Okay. So let's do this. Oh, hold on. Okay, so this says, I saw it somewhere. There's 4 servings per container. Size is 2/3 cup. So there's 4 2/3 cups in here. And it does not say, I thought I saw it somewhere. Oh, shoot. I was like, what's crawling on my foot? Because I got sandals on. And I looked down and it's just my dog sniffing my foot. Best by March 8th. I thought I saw somewhere here it said how many chopped up onions was in here. But not so. We are just going to dump some in here. What I think is a large onion, which I wouldn't use a large onion anyway, because I don't like that much onion. All right, that's about it for me. Okay. So we put that over there. No, I was trying to look to see what I did with the paper towel. Okay. Now, it says cook for about 5 minutes until the carrots are tender and everything smells amazing. Now, if you don't have the actual carrots, because you're going to use frozen peas and carrots, then just do it for like 2 or 3 minutes, because the onions don't need like that much. Okay, just do it for 2 or 3 minutes until you start to smell the onion. Okay. All right, and while that's cooking, excuse me. While that's cooking, I'm gonna go check on the rice. All right, guys, I'm still right here. You can see me over here. I know. I improvise. That's better. All right, guys, the rice feels all dried out. Because I didn't do day-old rice, I hooked it up, and this is one of the ways to dry out rice. The other way is to put it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. So I forgot. But I'm supposed to cook rice the day before. Okay, guys. There it is. There it is. Okay. So we're just gonna do it like that. One this way and one that way. All right. Now it's on medium. Now I would put it on medium high. You want to put it on high to heat up your oil. Go ahead, but that oil started, it smelled like it was going to start making alarms go off. Now, I do not want any alarms going off in this house. Not because it scares my oldest dog, Brownie. She will start shaking and get terrified. My puppy hasn't showed any terror about anything. So, when the 4th of July came, I didn't hear anything, which doesn't matter because I'm deaf. But I heard stuff last year, but I didn't hear anything this year. So I didn't think there was anything, but my dog started shaking and ran and hid. And so there must have been something off in the distance that I could not hear because they can hear better than humans. You can have the best of hearing all you want. Dog will probably hear better than the best human with hearing. Okay? And after this, we're going to, once it's soft and it smells amazing, 5 minutes. I would do 2 to 3 minutes if you're just doing the onions. If you don't have the carrots in there. But 5 minutes if you have the carrots in there. But since the peas are coming near the end, and they're frozen peas, I put the carrots in there too with it. The frozen carrots. If you're doing fresh, you need to put it at this time for 5 minutes. But anyways, you stir in the garlic and cook for just 1 more minute until fragrant. Usually most recipes say about 1 minute for garlic, so you don't burn the garlic, and so you can get that fragrant taste from the garlic. Okay? So let's go back up here and see how much garlic we're going to put in. 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Okay. Now, like I said, my garlic's coming out of here. I may have once or twice cut up garlic, but normally I do not. Almost 99.999% I don't. Okay? This is just the same spoon that I stirred my coffee with and scooped out the butter to put inside the water when the rice was boiling. I put butter and salt in my rice, okay? I used to put a big thing of oil, but butter is better. So, but yeah, if you want to cut up a fresh garlic, go ahead. Usually 1 teaspoon of this is 1 garlic clove. So it would be 1 garlic clove, 1 teaspoon. Okay? When this starts smelling good, and you can see it browning a little bit, this is the best. Or fresh onion that's already cut up, but it's fresh. It's in the produce section. It's not frozen, it's fresh. I only like to get that if I'm going to use it right away. If I'm going to use it that day or the next day or 2, then I might get that. Because it's fresh, so I don't want it to go bad. But if I'm not going to use it for a few days or a week, or I'd like to I'll get the frozen one, or I'll get a fresh onion, cut it up myself and put it in the freezer. But cutting it up is not my thing. I do have a thing that I can use to cut up onion, a thing where I can put like half or a fourth of the onion on there, press it down, perfect. But then that thing is so hard to clean because the little squares in there, the onion pieces like to stick to it. No matter how much you wash it, the next time you go to use it, you'll find an onion piece in there, I swear. Okay? Now, if you're somebody who knows how to cook, you probably know a lot of stuff I'm saying or know what to do with that. Okay. That should be good. Let me refresh my comments. Hopefully, if you came on, you're still here. Let's see if anybody else came on. Okay, I'm going to leave the comments turned off for a few, like 30 seconds. Then I'll turn it back on and give it time to do its refreshing thing. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put the teaspoon of garlic in. Give that a minute to cook and get fragrant. And then I'm going to turn back on the comments. Now, when I do this, I usually take a teaspoon and I go to the side and squeeze because I don't want all that juice. Okay? I put the stuff in this sink if it needs to be rinsed. I put it in that sink if it's been rinsed. Okay. So we're done with the garlic. Let me stir that around. All right, give it about a minute so it can get all fragrantly. All right, let's turn back on the comment. All righty, nobody else has come on. I might get 1 or 2 people regular time on Friday. On Mondays when I cook at 5:30. I cook Mondays at 5:30 because my husband's off, so he doesn't have to work. He's got to be at work at 8 o'clock. He leaves here at 6:45, between 6:45 and 7. He likes to get to work early because it only takes him 15 or 20 minutes. So I usually try to cook one day when he's off and one day when he's not. So when he's not, I have to cook at 3. Now, if it's something that's going to take an hour in the oven, or it's a crock pot, I have to start early. But usually, if it's a crock pot, I usually try to do chicken crock pots or whatever crock pot I'm going to do. If it's a ground beef crock pot, which I really want to do, then I will do the chicken meal on Monday and the ground beef on. No, I'll do the ground beef. No. See, I'm confusing myself. The chicken is on Fridays. It's Friday. The ground beef meals are on Monday. So if I'm doing a chicken crock pot, I will do it on Monday. Why? Because if I do it on Fridays, then I'll have to start really early in the morning because I start cooking at 3. So I want the crock pot to be done at least no later than 4 o'clock. Now it looks like it's getting all dried up. All right, so let's do this. All right, now the next step 4. Add your cooled rice to the skillet, breaking it up with a spatula and stirring it into those beautiful vegetables. Let cook for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally until everything is heated through and the rice gets slightly crispy in spots, okay? So let's start out with this one. Okay. So don't worry if you just came on and you're on here. I will refresh the comments in just a second. Give me a minute because I just did it. So you got to give me a minute. I want to get this rice going into this pan. Break it up. That's plenty of rice. I think I made too much rice. I should have made 2 cups or 2.5 cups. And then it would have been 3 or 4 cups. I think I made too much rice. I think I wasted rice. But I will put a little more in here. Trying to be careful. I do not want to get it all over the counter. All right, so let's break it up. It says with a spatula, but I got this spoon. So it's my wooden spoon. And it's a good wooden spoon too, because it's by, I was about to say Rachel Ray. No, by the other lady, the country lady. One who's done all, I got most of her pans. This is her pan too. The one I've got the rice in. This frying pan over here is her pan. And this pan that I had the rice cooking in is her pan too. And I found, one time I saw it, I didn't have the money then, but I've been looking for her pizza pan. And I can't find it anymore. Okay. So I'm going to put this on 3 minutes. I'm going to let it cook. Stirring occasionally. And let the rice get crispy in certain spots. And it doesn't say anything about turning it down, so leave it on a medium-high. Okay, but I would heat it on medium-high for the oil before you put the eggs in, or heat it on high and bring it down to medium-high, because the high was too much. That's what I thought. And if you got your own fried rice recipe, so be it. Oh, I got to do the, totally forgot about the bang bang sauce, because normally you don't have to make it, but I'm going to put it in here. Okay. So, now, I'll probably have to bring it back up, but let's go to my search bar. let's see. I have it. Let me see, where is it? Here it is, bang bang sauce. All right, half a cup of mayonnaise. So half a cup of mayonnaise because I just did it with the butter. Half a cup of mayonnaise. 4 tablespoons equals 1/4. So half would be 8 tablespoons. I'm just rather using 8 tablespoons instead of putting it into a measuring cup. Okay, let that fry. Oh, sorry. My mind gets confused a lot. All right. It's Miracle Whip. I hope it'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's 8. 2 tablespoons of sweet Thai chili sauce. All right, I just put it on the napkin, the spoon, because I don't want it to. Sweet chili sauce. All right, it says sweet chili sauce. It doesn't say Thai, but when I looked it up, it says Thai or something. Okay. All right. So, 2 tablespoons. It doesn't matter if it has the mayonnaise on it. It comes out fast. So careful there. All right, came out fast. I just want to. All right. So the 3 minutes is up. Let me stir the rice. Yes, it's sticking to the bottom a little bit. So let's get this done. All right, what's next? Now I need 1 tablespoon of sriracha sauce and then a teaspoon of rice vinegar, just a teaspoon. Okay? So let me get that. All right, let me go back to Facebook. Okay? So a tablespoon of this. I hope it's not too hot. I'm going to taste it before I actually be crazy. Okay, so let me get this off. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with this sriracha hot chili sauce. Why do I say that? Because we'll probably never use it. I don't know. I'll have to see. If I decide to make this again, I'm going to keep it. If not, I can ask my son's friend, Malik, the one who grew up with us. If he likes this, he can have it. We'll see. Okay, that's it. Okay, and then a teaspoon. I'm going to use the same teaspoon I used for the garlic of rice vinegar. Right, let me just. Oh my gosh, it didn't go down to the. Oh, goodness sakes. I know. Oh, yeah, 1 teaspoon. I'm looking on this recipe thinking I could find the ingredients for the bang bang sauce, but I forgot. Cannot. It was on my search bar. All right, so this is working. Okay. Yeah, you don't want it to stick to the bottom. That's why you want to stir it up. All right, let me go over here and double check. Yes, it was 1 teaspoon. Okay, let's get back over here before I lose it. Okay, now. Okay. I don't know what happened to it. Okay. Alrighty. Let me try to close this out without opening it. Okay. So I think we're on step 4. All right, we're going to add back the scrambled eggs along with the melted butter, lemon juice, soy sauce, and frozen peas. Stir everything together, cook for 2 to 3 minutes till it's cooked. So I'll cook it until the peas and carrots are nice and hot. Okay, so let's stir back in the scrambled eggs. Okay, scrambled eggs, along with melted butter, lemon juice. Let's chop up, I just want to make sure. And I'm going to turn it down some to maybe between 6 and 7 because I don't want it to burn. All right, melted butter. I did not melt the butter yet, I forgot. So let's open this. I'm just going to put it in this measuring cup, this big 4-cup one. Okay. This says melted butter, but I could put it in the pan and melt the butter, but you know. Sorry, I'm just trying to move some stuff so I can get in to the microwave. Let's just do 30 seconds, whatever is not melted up. It can be melted in the pan. And I forgot to take the chicken out. So let's get the chicken out. I was supposed to put it back in the bowl. Sorry, guys, I just have limited room. All right, let's get it out. Get this out the way. Okay. All right, so let's. All right, so that went off. Just putting the chicken, it's not hot because I left it in the toaster oven too long. Long enough. I mean, it didn't keep cooking the chicken. I'm just saying it's not hot anymore. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, all right, melted butter. All right, melted butter. Okay. Lemon juice. All right, remember the melted butter is 1/4 cup, which is 4 tablespoons. If you're cutting it up, that's half a stick of butter. Okay? 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. Okay? 1 teaspoon. Once again, I guess I'll measure this, and I wasn't going to, but. Oops. I just added a few more drops of it. Okay. I squeezed it and it shot that way because I didn't realize the hole was pointing that way. I don't think I've ever added lemon juice to fried rice. All right, let's see. Closing it out for about 30 seconds, and then I'll bring it back and we'll see if anybody has commented or anybody new is on here. So give me a second. And then 1/3 cup of peas, but I'm gonna put, I hope it didn't go out too much because I wanted to put some back if I don't use the whole thing. You know what I mean? Let's see. They're still kind of frozen, so we're going to see how much. I'm putting 2/3 because there should already be carrots in there if I was doing that. Now, if I left it at like it is, and just did that, that's 2/3, because it said 1/3 cup, and I did 2/3 because I didn't have any carrots in there. I will be honest. Oh, I always put my finger. That's hardly nothing. And I'm looking at the eggs, and I see that it would have been hardly nothing to me if I would have put only 4 eggs instead of the 6 I put in there. So, and nope, that does not even look like enough vegetables. Where did I put them? So here we go, guys. This is a 16-ounce bag. If you can find a 12-ounce bag, it'll work too. Probably even better. And it might be a little much with the 16, but the 2/3 cup did not even look like there was barely anything in here. Because there'll be a lot of carrots in here. 2 diced up, large, fresh carrots. And then just a 1/3 cup of peas. But I'm doing a whole frozen thing. So, it's all mixed in. Okay, the soy sauce is 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Oh, that's step 5. Add back the scrambled eggs along with the melted butter, lemon juice, soy sauce, and frozen peas. Stir everything together well and cook for 2 to 3 more minutes until everything is hot and perfectly coated with all the ingredients, all those delicious flavors. So, we still got to put the soy sauce in there, I forgot. And that is 2 tablespoons. Okay? 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So I'm going to use the same spoon. And we are going to see how this sriracha sauce, not sriracha sauce, bang bang sauce tastes. 1, 2. Excuse me, guys, I just put 4. I know. I definitely know. Why? Because it looks like a lot of rice. So I thought it needed a large. I put 2 in it, it didn't look like a lot. So I'm going to bring this down to medium or simmer, like number 4. And I'm just going to cook it for a few minutes. Cook these vegetables. Get these peas and carrots hot. Because if you put them with the onions and the garlic and all that, they might get a little mushy. But I'll be serious. If you come to a point where you really don't have carrots, you don't have frozen peas, you don't have none of that. All you do is have a can of peas and a can of carrots. Use it. Just put it in last minute and just cook it until you can get it warm. Okay? Just cook it until it becomes warm. Okay? Now, that was step 5. Step 6 says toss your chicken with half a cup of the incredible Bang Bang sauce until every piece is coated. Serve the fried rice topped with the sauced chicken, drizzled with additional sauce if desired, and garnish with extra green onions for the perfect pop of color and freshness. Now I would do parsley or something, but you know, but let me, before I be mixing crazy stuff, I'm going to taste this. It says 1.5 pounds of chicken breast cubed up. I've got 3 chicken breasts. They weren't huge, medium size. But it still looks like I could have used a little more. Okay. All right, here we go. I've never had Bang Bang sauce, and this is not out of the jar, so I have to trust. And it says half a cup into your chicken. And the other half is for drizzling, but I don't know how much. Sorry, guys, I bit the inside of my cheek. I've been biting the inside of my cheek at least 2-3 times a day, I swear. I drank that, Now, it said something about topping this. Top it with the sauce chicken. I'm not going to necessarily top it. I'm going to dump it in here and mix it up. Okay? Now, let's taste this first. All right, hold on, guys. Take a little taste of the vinegar. Icy? Well, it was spicy for me, guys. Not so bad where I'm like running around going, oh my God, oh. No. But enough where it's like, okay. So, says half a cup. So we are going to, I didn't want to put mayonnaise in here. I could have done that because look, I'm putting the Bang Bang sauce in here. I could have. Okay. And you can taste also that it's been made with Miracle Whip. So if you eat it, you can taste it's been made with Miracle Whip, but not mayonnaise. I don't know how weird that is when mayonnaise recipes and you use Miracle Whip instead. Okay, you can drizzle whatever's left here. Toss it. I'm shaking it up. All right, anybody on YouTube? Okay. Oh. Sorry guys, I forgot to scroll back to the left to bring the comments back. I apologize. But nobody is on, so except for my husband, but him mostly on just to give me some watch time. Plus, especially when my comments aren't working, he'll look at it to let me know somebody commented. So, okay, so that was step 6. And if desired, you can garnish with extra green onions for the perfect pop of color and freshness, okay? Or with parsley or whatever you want. Now, here are some tips if you'd like to know. Oh, let me turn this off. The secret to perfect fried rice is using day-old, cooled rice. Fresh rice tends to get mushy and won't give you the ideal texture with distinct grains. Okay? So that's one of the tips. Use day-old rice, or if not, do what I did. Spread it thinly on a cookie sheet and use a fan to blow on it until it kind of dries it out. Or put it in a 300 to 350 degree oven for 10 to 15 minutes. It'll be kind of hot, but it'll dry it out. And if you look it up, there's other ideas on what to do, okay? No air fryer, no problem. You can cook the chicken in a regular skillet over medium-high heat for 6 to 8 minutes, turning occasionally until golden and cooked through. Okay? Like I told y'all. All right, number 4. This recipe is perfect for using up leftover rice and makes a complete, satisfying meal that's way better than takeout. Okay, so if you ever have leftover rice and don't know what to do with it, you can always make fried rice. Now, you can make vegetable fried rice with just vegetables and eggs and all the other ingredients, just no meat. Or you can just cook chicken that's cubed up and seasoned. You don't have to. Chicken fried rice usually is not seasoned up with bang bang unless it's a special, or you could use pork. You can have pork fried rice, shrimp fried rice, whatever you want. Okay? Now it says, feel free to customize your favorite vegetables. Bell peppers, mushrooms, or snap peas would be all delicious additions. Now I saw the bell pepper thing, and I have bell peppers in the freezer that are cut up, and I was going to use them. I forgot. So it says required tools. Some recipes say required tools. You guys would already know. Air fryer or large skillet or wok, spatula, mixing bowls, meat thermometer. Now, a lot of people will take a wok and just go with their hands and like this, and everything will mix together like this. You know how it slides up, slides down on a wok, the way it's shaped? Yes. Okay. So it's turned off. Oh. You could just leave the chicken on top, or you could take a little bit of chicken and put it on top of everybody's bowl or plate. Or just dump it in here and mix it up. Maybe that'll cut some of the spiciness. And you can drizzle some of the sauce on top if you'd like. Okay. So now, the spoon I'm going to use, let's do a taste test. Let me take a picture first. Okay. Alrighty. So let's take the spoon out. Okay. Okay, let's see if you can see a better one. am just going to, I should just do it this way. Okay, you can top it with the green onions or parsley or nothing. Up to you. There you go, YouTube. Or, you know, you can also, once you put it in a bowl, you can take some of this and drizzle it over top of your bowl. Because you may want to drizzle some extra sauce on there, but somebody else may not want it. Okay? Now, if somebody else is real adamant about not wanting the bang bang sauce, take some chicken aside and just put some of the fried rice in a bowl, and then they can put that chicken on top of theirs and mix it in. Okay? All right, so let's see. Got a piece. I'm trying to get a good sized piece of chicken so I can taste it. All right, I do. Let me get some rice. Okay, here we go. I'm trying not to get too pieces. Okay. All right, so let's do this taste test. It's good. My fried rice is always good. But I always lose recipes, so I'm always making whatever recipe of fried rice I can find. But I know fried rice is just rice, eggs, soy sauce, sesame oil, some garlic and onion, the peas and carrots, and, you know. Okay. So, that was good. But I can eat it now. It's not, the spiciness is cut down a lot by mixing it with the rice and everything. So there's not a lot of spiciness to it. There's more if you eat the chicken by itself with the sauce. Now, who eats sriracha hot chili sauce? Anybody? It's non-GMO and gluten-free. No MSG, no preservatives, no artificial colors. It's made by Kind. Kind, K-I-N-D, D-E-E. Same one that's doing the sweet chili sauce. Now, it's for cooking and dipping. It says keep refrigerated. So this is got to be refrigerated though. I think the lime juice has to be refrigerated too. But the lime juice has not been refrigerated. I'm going to look that up. So, let me see about this. This sweet chili sauce, Thai chili sauce, sugar, red chili peppers, water, garlic, salt, acetic acid, and citric acid. That's about all that's in here. So, refrigerate after opening to maintain freshness. Sheesh. Refer to Best By date on bottle. That's what I was trying to find. November 2026. December 2026 for the sriracha. All right. Refrigerator. This was already in the refrigerator. So was the garlic. The spices, no. The toasted sesame oil and the rice vinegar was not. Let me see. Nope, it's been too late for the rice vinegar. On just what you need to punch up a soup or some fried rice. This is Goodbye. We'll be okay. We're not dying. It's been a while since I used this. I got to take another bite. It's that good. It's still good, but it expired on April of 24. So over a year ago. But it's just sesame oil. I only use it to fry. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to look it up, see if it's still good. How long after the Best Buy date is it still good? And see, the bottle is this big. It's 8.4 fluid ounces. And it's about right here. So if I have to throw it away, it won't be much missing. And I can buy another one. But I'll buy it whenever a recipe calls for it. Okay? So this is really good. I'm going to end this the way I end all lives. I appreciate whoever came on. And I'm going to refresh the comments. Just give it 30 seconds. One more time. I appreciate whoever came on. Thank you for coming on. And I appreciate anybody who watches the replay. And if you do, comment hashtag replay. I appreciate it. Comment hashtag replay. I want y'all to stay positive. Do your thing. Don't ever give up. Keep working on, your goals or whatever you're working on in life. Okay? Well, nobody came on. So, if y'all come on and watch the replay, I appreciate it. Like I said, do your thing. Have a good rest of your evening or afternoon if it's still early, because you got some of the people on the mountain side and Pacific side. Well, Pacific would be, PST would be 3 o'clock. So most everybody's getting close to afternoon time. But have a good rest of your evening. I love you guys. Sorry, someone's trying to call. And have a good evening. And I'm going to try my best. I know you could shoot me. Get on me. Yell at me. I promised you guys last week I would go live. No, this week. I said on Monday that I'd go live on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. On the other page, Elizabeth's Life. Elizabeth 'S Life, L-I-F-E. I did not. It's now Friday. I do apologize. My bad. Now, I don't go live on the weekends. I'll post stuff and stuff like that, but I won't go live. Unless I missed my cooking day today for a reason. And if I missed it because I don't have food, then that's it. But if it's because I forgot, something came up, whatever, then sometimes I'll go live on Saturdays to make it up to you guys. But if I feel like it, maybe I'll go live on Saturday or Sunday. But if I don't, I will definitely try for Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday of next week. And if you're watching the replay, do you mind reminding me? I don't say Monday because Monday and Friday are my lives. So I'm already live on this page, okay? So I love you guys. I thank you guys for watching me when you do. I know some of you are working on busy lives, but just come catch me whenever you can. And if you're watching this as a replay, please share. That includes my husband. Please share my live. And please share my word of the day. I know I missed my word of the day the last 2 days, and I promised I swore to myself I was going to do it today, and I forgot again. Today I actually forgot. So I'm sorry. So you'll definitely see my word of the day tomorrow. And when you see it, please share. So other people can see it. It might turn someone's day around. You never know. And then they might share it, and then, so on and so on. All right? And please share this live as well. If you're watching this, please share it. All right? And please comment hashtag replay. All right? You guys have a good evening. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, YouTube.
5 a.m.